If my child is in the car and like some sort of madness happens because of the lack of care and concern, I'm gonna be pissed. The topic is care and concern because I feel like I constantly have to talk about the fact that people do not communicate, especially on the road. You are forgetting to, and you being general, forgetting to indicate. And the cars were built with indicators. And you're making careless and reckless decisions. And I'm just like, forget me. What about your life? What about the life of your passengers? I mean, honestly, if I'm being quite honest, if my child is in the car and like some sort of madness happens because of the lack of care and concern, I'm gonna be pissed. If I'm bleeding from my brain, and mind you, I'm constantly checking what's going on around me because it has gone so bad. So if, God forbid, emphasis on God forbid, something happens, I am jumping out of my car after checking on my child, and I am going to pummel that person because I don't. Okay, let me give you an example, right? I was driving behind this gentleman for a while, and every turn he did not indicate. So when he finally pulled over to go wherever he was going, I stopped and I said, it's very unsafe for you to be driving this way and not have an indicator or put on an indicator. He said, it's working. I said, well, get back to basics because your arms still work. And this part of driving, this part of communication, this part of care and concern is not just for the people around you. Like I said, it's for yourself. It's for the passengers. Just because you are shifted left, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going left. Yeah, you good? You could be shifted left and all of a sudden you change your mind. I want to go right. And you just go right. And that person be in front of you, behind you, to the left of you, to the right of you is thinking, but I thought that they were going. And I don't, like for me, I don't want it to become a norm. And I feel like it's becoming a norm. And it's annoying to me. It is annoying to me. And when I hear people's reasoning of forgetting the basics of driving, is crazy to me. Because if you're riding behind a bicycle person or a person on a bicycle and you want to pass them, you have to give it some space and beep and let them know, because whether or not, you know, you are the bigger vehicle, is out of respect, out of care and concern that you're going to be like, I'm passing you, beep. So that if that person is zoned out, if they're not spatially aware, they are aware now and they won't make any crazy moves. I'm very passionate about this topic. I'm so passionate about this topic because it makes me feel like we have been losing our humanity, our kindness, our care and concern. And if you repeat it with me, you already understand what I'm saying. It's annoying me because I think about the elderly. I think about pregnant people. I think about people with kids, people with their hands full, people, you know, just trying to get from A to B. Like, you might consider it to be like the over consideration part of me, but I'm just thinking about how I would want to be treated. The effort, well, I don't want to say effort, but what I am putting into value somebody else's life, right? How am I being mindful? How am I taking care of a situation, you know? So here's another example. And this is a generic example. So if you understand, you can let me know in the comment section below, or you can message me privately or message me on Instagram or whatever. But it's like you are going into a store, right? You see other people who are close behind you, not people that be all the way across the car park or whatever. But you see people who are close behind you. You are just going to, and this has happened, not to me, but I've seen it happen to other people. You see this person coming, and instead of holding the door, right? And mind you, I'm thinking to myself, is it that they're trying to meet somebody or what? Like, I think those things. I'm like, why can't this person hold this door? But like, honestly, it takes a second because you start the process of that kindness, of being mannerly. You hold the door. the person who's with that person might hold the door for that person and completely process. But the main thing for me is you see somebody's coming, and instead of holding the door, you are not being aware. You just go where you're going, especially if it's somebody that might need assistance. You know, every time I think about the things from when I was younger that I don't want to say you had to do, but for me, I didn't mind doing them. So like going into a room and saying good morning, or walking on the street and passing somebody and saying good morning, or if you're in line to get food at a luncheon and somebody behind you, you pass them a plate. You know, like the care and concern, like, or just the care, or just being mindful. And it really concerns me. And I mean, it has for a while, but this is like I had this topic in my brain, and I wasn't sure how to like talk about it, because this is another open-ended, is that the word that I'm trying to use? This is another open topic. This is a topic that could go on and go on. But ultimately, I want to encourage you to be more mindful. I want to encourage you that if you have a friend, if you have an uncle, if you have a niece, whatever, that you encourage them to be more mindful, to do the right things. And doing the right things might be by your example. If you are getting into a car with somebody and you know that this person, like for the past, let me say a couple of months or a year or whatever, you realize they haven't been indicating. It's time to have that talk. You okay? Is there a reason why you're not indicating? Is it broken? Does it need fixing? Because this is not safe for me or for you. Like, it's time to have that conversation. It's really time to have that conversation. It's just annoying me. And like, it annoys me because I am thinking about the people that travel with me. I am thinking about my child. I am thinking about the fact that I have to put in extra spatial awareness because people are not being mindful. When did we forget to be human or to care? And like I said, like, I'm not asking you to care for me in the way that you would care for someone that you love, but I'm more asking you to care for you in the way that you want to live, in the way that you would want somebody to treat you, in the way that you would be thoughtful. Not because somebody asks you to be thoughtful, but because you want to be, you know? Because you want to be a better person. I mean, but how do you not indicate? How do you not indicate? That's wild to me. That's wild to me. Anywho, this might have come across more as a rant. So apart from what I said about, you know, talk to the person, take care of you, these kind of things, I want to leave you all with this. I want to leave you with this. You have so much value. There is nobody in this world that is like you. There is a uniqueness about you that the Creator placed in you. You might not know what it is now, but give yourself the opportunity to try things, to get to know people, to be involved in the community, to, you know, to step out of the box, to color outside the lines. Allow yourself that opportunity. And sometimes things happen in a way that it's like a domino effect. You might have done something a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, and that thing is finally coming, that chapter is finally coming to the present, how it's going to end. And it might have just been that one thing. It might have just been you being mindful and you caring about you, which rippled into caring about something or someone else. So remember that you can. People will tell you that you can't, but you decide, you make up in your mind that you can. So if you want to indicate, you will indicate. If you want to keep the door open, you keep the door open. For a long time, you used to hear chivalry is dead. And it doesn't have to be. I have had the honor of dealing with a lot of chivalrous men. Not romantically, but in general. A lot of thoughtful men. And it doesn't have to be just men. Chivalry doesn't just have to be men. It can be both sexes, or it could be anybody, if I'm being, open. So yeah, you are deciding how your story goes, the life that you live, and your choices, they're leading you somewhere. So in all that you do and you choose, please be kind and take more care. And don't forget about spatial awareness. Anywho, I could go on and on about this conversation. I have to go and deal with my shamoui, my starbeam. So I will talk to you guys later, especially because the sun is going down. Anywho, wherever you are, whatever time you are watching this, thank you so much for watching this. I hope that you have a wonderful day or week or month ahead, and I will see you guys on the flippity flop. Oh, by the way, I found out today that Sir Garfield Sobers died, and that I'm gonna follow through. That hit me for 6. Wow. For some odd reason, I was kind of like encapsulating him and hoping that he would live forever, if I'm being quite honest. I might have been asking too much. Anywho, my condolences go out to any of you who are family, friend, anyone who has had a connection to him, who knew him, and who was inspired by him. My condolences go out to you. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Out.